Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back with yet another video. Today I'm coming to you guys with the best offensive threat build in NBA 2K21 next gen. This build has 81 badge upgrades. I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly how to make it from the position, height, weight, wingspan, all the way down to the attributes, takeover, and the best badge setup for each category. So yeah, man, without further ado, go ahead, please leave a like on this video. Help it go out to a lot more people. Subscribe if you're new, man. We on this road to 100K. I really been on my grind. We ain't even gotten to the hit miss yet, man. When we get into hit miss, y'all gonna really enjoy that. I feel like y'all really gonna enjoy that. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead, hop straight into it.
I got digital dash, came right with a art. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Alright, so first things first, when it comes to making an offensive threat build, the best version, you're going to go with the power forward position. This is going to be the best position in the game. If you've seen my best build tips, you should watch that before you making any of these builds or just looking at any builds. That's going to show you pretty much how the build system works and everything, but I always tell you guys in these videos that the best position in this game is power forward. If you go center, you can actually get more badges. You're just not going to be able to have as high of like dribbling stats and stuff like that. So I would rather go with the power forward position. All right, next is going to be the height, weight, wingspan. The height, weight, wingspan is now pretty much like the pie chart. The pie chart really was how you got your max caps and what type of build you would be making. Height, weight, wingspan is pretty much going to be doing that. They always had height, weight, wingspan in the game, but they would do it after for a specific reason. They put it to the front, and it makes a bigger difference than ever on your max caps, on your attributes, because it's in front of it. So the height we ended up going with is 6'7". That's going to pretty much make us have a really high three-pointer, because the taller you go, the lower your three-pointer is going to be. It's going to mess up a lot of stuff. Weight, we went minimum weight. That's going to really mess up our strength, but we still have a pretty good strength on this build, to be honest. Then when it comes to the wingspan, we actually end up with a 7'2" wingspan, which is not max, but it's still a pretty long wingspan. So yeah, man, that's going to be the height, weight, wingspan for this build. The only thing that doesn't really change the attributes on this build is going to be the body type. Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. All right, next is gonna be the attributes. Now, the attributes is pretty much how you're gonna be making the build. So you're gonna come out with 16 finishing, 20 shooting badges, 23 playmaking, and 22. So pretty much no holes on the badge count. Now, there is a hole that is kind of big. Interior defense, that's going to be pretty much the only big hole that's going to make a big difference on this build. Because even the free throws is actually manageable. At a 64, at 99, it's going to be a 68. Don't need to make free throws with that. But with an interior defense that low, it's going to be hard to stop you from getting contact dunks on you. So if you want to put that up, you're going to have to like alter it around a lot. You're probably going to actually end up with less badges in general. But I feel like interior defense is actually important. But everything else, I'm gonna just be honest, it's actually a very, very well-rounded build. For as many badges as it gets, it's actually very, very good. Because you can actually cancel out the negatives with badges. That's kind of what badges are really for in this game. That badges are so meaningless in some ways and aspects because the attributes on this game for builds are so high. So like if you have a really high three-pointer, it's not gonna feel like you really even need shooting badges. If you have a high driving dunk, it's gonna feel like you don't really need finishing badges. So when you come to having holes in your build, you really want to put your badges towards those holes. So for the physicals, you're going to be pretty much maxing out speed, acceleration. Then the stamina is going to be at a 91. The vertical is going to be at a 70, but the strength is not going to be touched. For the finishing, you're going to get 16 badge upgrades. That's going to be maxing out the driving layup, driving dunk, and your post control with a standing dunk at a 41. Shooting, you're going to get 20 badge upgrades. You're going to max out your three-pointer, your mid-range. Then at the free throw, you're going to end up with 20 shooting badge upgrades. Then for the playmaking, you're going to pretty much max out your ball handle, steal ball, Then for the pass accuracy, that's going to be at 80 to get 23 badge upgrades. Then for the defensive rebounding, we already went over, you're not going to have any interior defense, but you can cancel that out with the badges later on. Then when it comes to how you get the 22 badge upgrades, you're going to pretty much have a max perimeter defense to really play the best perimeter defense possible. Whether it comes to standing in front of your man and getting good shot contest, block, that's going to help you pretty much a lot in the paint and on the perimeter. That's going to help you get a lot more block shots, but people don't know this. This is pretty much how you get shot contests, blocks. Yes, that's how you get shot contests. So then you got your rebounding, that's both going to be max, and that's going to be very, very good. And that's going to be pretty much the best attributes for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best takeovers for this build. So we're going to go with the 2 takeovers that we always go with, finishing moves and spot of precision. Right now, those are by far the best 2 takeovers in the game. In my opinion, advanced gathers is also very good. Easy blow-bys is also very good. Limitless range is not as good as the other 2. Ankle breaking shots is pretty good too, but you don't get that on this build. Another good one that's actually up there with finishing moves and spot of precision with how good it is enhanced jump shot contest. I see a lot of people complaining about the defense in this game. If you really want your shot contest to mean a lot more, you want to go with Takeover like that. Now, if you can also say that like you shouldn't have to have Takeover to play defense, but like that's gonna make a big difference on how good you're gonna be when it comes to getting contests and them hitting that shot. So I'm just say that. But then the build comes out as an offensive threat similar to Shay's Love's Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, and Pascal Siakam. I don't really see anybody but maybe Tatum. Really, yeah, Tatum. And I guess Zion a little bit. But yeah, man, that's going to be the best offensive threat build. All we got left to go over is the best bad setup for this build. So all we're going to do right now is hop straight into it. All right, next, the best finishing bad setup. This is going to have 3 Hall of Fame, 1 gold, and 1 bronze. So Slithy Finisher, that's going to get you the best animations possible, help your dunk frequency. Posterizer is going to help you get a lot more contact dunks, dunk people a lot more. Giant Slayer is actually one of the more important badges in the game this year when it comes to canceling out a badge like Rim Protector, which is so needed. It's going to stop you from getting blocked. It's also going to be reducing the height advantage, but that's not why we put it on. We pretty much put it on to pretty much reduce the shot contest to any given finishing move, whether it's a dunk or a layup. And people don't understand when you miss dunk sometimes, that's because of the defender's contest on it, depending on what their interior defense or their block rating is. So sometimes you'll miss that depending on what your stamina is and what the contest is on that given dunk. Giant Slayer can reduce that in any situation when it comes to doing finishing moves in the paint. And then we got Heat Seeker to get our takeover as fast as possible. Then we got Lob City Finisher as one of the best bronze badges in the game. Gonna help us catch lobs, finish lobs, catch them through traffic, get them, just do it in general. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best finishing bad setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best shooting bad setup for this build. We have 4 gold and 2 Hall of Fame. So for the 2 Hall of Fame, we have Blinders and Hot Zone Hunter. Blinders is going to pretty much be reducing the shot contest on any closeout coming from the side. Hot Zone Hunter is just going to help you shoot within your high zones. No matter where your high zones are, it's going to make you shoot better within those high zones, making it easier to get more greens. Deadeye is going to be reducing the shot contest from any type of closeout that you're going to be going against. Deep threes is going to help you shoot deep threes at a really high rate. Green Machine is going to be green, especially when you're getting consistent greens. It's going to make that next green even easier. And as you keep getting greens, it's going to make your make percentage go up. So even when you don't get greens, it's going to make it easier to make that. But as you're getting greens and your make percentage is going up, your green window is also getting much, much bigger. As soon as you miss, it does nothing. Then when it comes to stop and pop, that's pretty much for the people that like to ISO and shoot threes. Just that simple. So yeah, that's going to be the best shooting bad setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best playmaking bad setup for this build. So the best playmaking bad setup has 5 Hall of Fame and 1 gold. So we're going to have Hall of Fame quick first step that's going to be pretty much making us speed boost at the highest rate possible. Handles for days is going to be canceling out the stamina issue at the highest rate possible. Unpluggable is going to help you not get ripped at the highest rate possible. Now, that's not going to be going into effect when it comes to bump steals. That's going to be pretty much separating your body from the ball. That's pretty much what it means, bump steal. So that really doesn't do anything for that. 2K needs to add a badge for that, or just put that into unpluggable. That would be very, very nice. Bullet passer makes your passes just that much faster, very hard to get stolen. Neither third makes your passes harder to get stolen. Then you got a badge like Ankle Breaker on gold. It's going to be taking people's ankles every single time they go the wrong way or anything like that. And it takes ankles very, very, like, it's at a crazy rate. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. So we have 4 Hall of Fame and 2 gold. So for the 4 Hall of Fame, we have Clamps. That's going to be pretty much making you play the best on-ball defense in this game, especially when people really want to do, all people want to do is ISO. So that's going to be pretty much making you that much better at guarding ISO. But even if they're not guarding screens full court, half court, no matter what you're playing, it's going to help you play the best on-ball defense possible when it comes to people trying to blow by you or anything like that. It's going to pretty much help you get in people's body as much as possible. Chase down artists, very important for helping you get chase down artists. If you don't have that joint, it's going to be very hard to get chase down blocks because you have to have it at least bronze to even unlock the chase down block animations. Rebound chaser is going to help you get a lot more rebounds. Rim Protector is going to help you get more blocks in general. It's going to be enhancing badges like Chase Down Artist and Intimidator when it comes to the fact that Rim Protector is going to be not only unlocking new block animations, it's going to make it easier to get more blocks. It's going to be helping your teammates take over when you get blocks, and it's also going to be helping your teammates take over at the park when you are doing hard fouls. And you got a badge like Intimidator that's going to help you with shot contest on perimeter and paint defense. And that's now 3 badges to help you play the best defense possible when it comes to people going to the paint. So that's going to really be trying to negate that 0 or 25 interior defense as much as possible. Then we got that last badge, off-ball pest, because we cannot get intercept on this build. It's going to be the best way for us to stop those lobs. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, that's going to be the best offensive threat build in the game. The joint had 81 badges. I showed you guys exactly how they made it from the position, highway wingspan, to the attributes, takeover, all the way down to the best badge setups for this build. So yeah, man, for that alone, go ahead, please leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new. We got movies coming out every single day. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. Really does help the video out a lot. Subscribe if you're new. We on this road to 100K. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die, man. They say he going too fast.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.